Hey everyone, as you can see, this room is very messy and unorganized, so today I'm going to be cleaning it up, reorganizing all the miniature items so the room is all clean and organized. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. Be sure to click on the subscribe button down below and the notification bell in the corner to be notified every time I upload a new video. So let's go ahead and start cleaning the items. We have a few pieces here and they're all school supplies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place them back into the school bags just so that they're out of the way. So there's a few composition notebooks. There's one featuring a star, there's some sunglasses one, and there's a rainbow one too. We'll place it in this silver backpack. It's so pretty and glittery as well. All these items should be able to fit. Then we have the little eraser, a few post-it pads, and they're all shaped as different hearts. And then there's also a highlighter as well. So I'll add the rest of the school supplies in another backpack. I think this one is pretty full for now. So we'll take that and we'll move it out of the way. And there are a few more school supplies along here and up along the bed as well. So I'll go ahead and get that other backpack, and it's such a pretty rose gold color. Going to open it up. That has a zipper as well and quite a bit of storage space. So there's a total of 3 folders. So there's a mermaid theme one, a sprinkle theme one, and this one is purple with polka dots on it. That can go right at the back. It might be a bit harder to add it into this backpack, but I'm sure everything should be able to stay in place. So we'll place that at the front. And then we also have a ruler. There's a total of 2 of those. Also some tape. And then there's a yellow tape as well. I'll go ahead and zip that up and add that back into the room. These miniature items need to be displayed in the cabinet. So there's a Rubik's Cube, and then there's also this little figurine as well. So those 2 will go on one shelf. And then as for the other shelf, we have a few miniature items. There's some Dove soap and some wet wipes. So let's go ahead and sort out all of the cushions and pillows because they're quite unorganized right now. So this one is so pretty. There's a teal side and there's also a purple side. I'm going to do purple to match the bedding, and then I don't really want to have 2 teal pillows next to each other. So I'm going to do that like so. And I have the teal pillow over here. And then I'm going to finish it off with the star. And this pillow actually belongs on the top shelf. So I'm going to take that and move it out of the way. And then I can go ahead and add it on the top bunk. Let's go ahead and sort out these 2 top shelves. So these ones will feature miniature toys, and then we have the mini brands over towards the second shelf. But there are quite a few school supplies that don't actually belong here. So there's a highlighter and there's a razor, and I'll add those to the backpacks that I showed before. And then let's go ahead and stand up all these items so that they can be displayed. So we have this little figurine that stands up like so. Also some Crayola items, and then finally this little dinosaur set. And there should be enough room to add the Rubik's Cube we saw previously. And I'll place that there. And then as for the second shelf, we have some cream. And that's followed by some dessert, and that looks really lovely. And then there's some wet wipes, and then the Dove soap we organized earlier. We can add both of those there, and we have the first 2 shelves all clean. These shelves are probably the most unorganized in the entire room setup. So we have some color pencils that go into those backpacks. They're not the Crayola ones, so we're not going to be displaying those. And then we have a few items for this shelf. So this here is a small little car, and then we have another Crayola item that can go there. This is going to go in another section of the room, so I'll move that out of the way. And then we have another car accessory as well. And finally, that box that we saw previously. There should be enough room. We can add it towards the side there. And then we have that section all organized too. Now let's go ahead and clean up this area. So this trolley will display a few different accessories. So we have a Dora figurine, a small little JoJo bow, and that can go right there. And then a dessert item, and that's airheads. That can sit there. And then we also have the slime that can go in the middle. We'll move those color pencils out of the way as well. And then finally, there's this little unicorn surprise item that will go in the shopping bag. And I love how the shopping bag stands up as well. And we'll just place it over there. And it seems like these items aren't unorganized. We just have to stand everything up because everything's already in its place. So I love how these 2 items are pretty identical, but they're slightly different. And they're both taking the top 2 boxes on the top shelf. And one of them is called Smashers, and the other one is called a Rainbow Corn. And then as for the second shelf, we have this Rubik's Cube, but this one is very different from the other one we organized earlier because it is gold. It is so pretty. Then we have the fingerlings here, that can stand up. That's a bit tricky because the box doesn't really stand up normally like the Rubik's Cube, and this one here is just a classic Rubik's Cube. This basket already has all the items in place. I'll show you what's inside. So there's some cupcakes on one side, and then on the other side there's some Magnum. And then we have these 3 dessert items, so I'll go ahead and stand them up, and they're all in different flavors. So the green container is themed to apple, while the second container here is themed to blue raspberry, and the third container is a really bright pink color, and that's themed to watermelon. And as you can see, they all stand up and stay into the cabinet perfectly, so I'll leave them like that. And as for the final shelf here, I'm going to remove this bag out of the way because I don't want it in this particular room setup, and I'm going to replace it with these 2 bags instead. So this one was the one I showed before, and it is such a pretty rose gold color, and I think it suits so many items in the room. And this one here is so shiny and glittery. This was sitting on the top bed, so I just got it so I could place it here. So let's go ahead and organize the pillows over towards the top bunk. So we have this pink one we had earlier on the bottom bunk, and then I can add this pillow in front, and then finally on the other side we can have the butterfly stand up over there. I'm so glad the room is now organized and clean. It'll be so much easier to sort out all of the different items now that they're all displayed in the different shelving units. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it.